Let's come into a child's pose. If you'd rather lay on your back, that's fine too. Let's just start to slow the breath way down. So every inhale is an invitation to go a little deeper, to actively participate in this moment. Hi, Sarah. And every exhale is an opportunity to let go, to soften. So see if you can let this be the class where you don't miss one opportunity to go a little bit deeper on the inhale and to soften and let go just a little bit more on the exhale. On that inhale, when you go a little deeper, see if you can find any tension in the face, in the jaw, in the neck, in the shoulders. And then on that exhale, see if you can feel it release. Feel it leaving your body as you soften. Notice how every time you soften and let go, there is always more to let go of. And notice how on the inhale, sometimes you can produce a little bit of tension. Sometimes it kind of creates that adrenal response that brings the shoulders back up into the ears and brings the tension back into the jaw. And instead of waiting for the exhale to let it go, see if you can find that softening and releasing even as you inhale. See if you can stay in this place, deeply connected to your breath as we start to move our bodies. Hug your knees into your chest. Hug your forehead in to touch your knees and squeeze everything. Oh, we were in child's pose, weren't we? All right, let's see. Are you still in child's pose? Yeah, let's walk out into puppy pose. So keep the hips stacked over the knees. Walk the hands forward. Maybe the forehead can come down to rest. And let the heart melt a little bit here. Engage the hands. Soften through the belly. Maybe you want to roll the ankles out a little bit here. All right, one more chance, one more inhale, invitation, go a little deeper, take a little more air. And on that exhale, soften anywhere you can, letting go. Now lift those wrists up, come up on tented fingertips, and feel a little more opening underneath the upper arms, softening through the shoulders. And slowly come up onto the hands and the knees. Then we're just going to sit back on the heels. If you can't sit like this, you can just sit with your legs crossed. Find that nice tall spine and inhale the arms up overhead. Grab your right wrist, drop your arms to the left, root down into both sit bones, lift up through the heart, soften through the face and shoulders. Inhale, come back up, grab the left wrist, drop your arms to the right. Press the sit bones down, especially that left sit bone that's trying to lift up. Slowly come back up, interlace your fingers back behind you. Maybe the palms glue together. Roll the shoulders back to open the heart. Find a little backward bend. Now release the hands and bring them to the ground behind you. You can go back a little further if you need to. And just start to open the shoulders, maybe just rocking side to side a little bit or bending at the elbows a little bit. Maybe you let your head drop back. Maybe you lift one arm up as you bend into that opposite elbow and find a little bit of a twist. Just starting to wake things up here. And slowly come back onto the hands and the knees. Inhale, peel the right arm up towards the sky, twist the heart open. And now we'll thread the needle, bring the shoulder towards the edge of the mat and the right ear down to rest. Walk the left hand forward a little more and settle in. Find some tension on the inhale, go a little deeper. Use that exhale to let it go and soften. Maybe lifting that left wrist up, coming on tented fingertips here. Stack your left hand on top of your right hand, interlace your fingers and straighten into the arms. And release, slowly come back up using the left hand. Peel the right arm up, twist open, and come back to your hands and your knees. Set up that tabletop. And let that inhale peel your left arm up. Gaze up, twist open. Slowly thread the needle, shoulder towards the edge, left ear down. Right hand walks forward. Settle in. Inhale just a little deeper, a little slower. Find some tension. Exhale, soften. Let go of that tension. Lift that wrist up, coming on those tented fingertips for 2 breaths here. Let something go. And then slowly stack that right hand on top of the left, interlace the fingers, straighten into the arms. And release, slowly come up. Use the right hand to press up, peel the left hand up, twist, and come back to your hands and your knees. Now we're just gonna make big slow circles with the hips. Staying with your breath. Switch directions. Slowly come back to stillness in the center. Now we're going to step our feet up to the outside of our hands, coming to a deep yogic squat. Root down into the sit bones, bring your hands to your heart and start to press the knees open. Lengthen through the back of the neck, soften through the back of the neck. See if there's anywhere else you can soften to. Lower your hands down, lift your hips up, come to a wide leg forward fold. Not too wide, just your feet are as wide as your mat. Your head is heavy. Your knees are probably still bent. Shake your head a little bit. Softly draw the shoulders up out of the ears, creating some space here. Maybe rocking a little weight into the toes and then back into the heels a couple times. Maybe starting to straighten into the legs. Step your feet a little closer, hip width distance apart now. Plant the right hand between the big toes, or maybe stay on the fingertips if you need to. Bend the right knee and peel the left arm up towards the ceiling, towards the sky, and gaze up at it. Soften the shoulders away from the ears, lift the left hip up. And release. Plant the left hand down, bend the left knee. Roll the right hand up, let the gaze follow. One more time to each side. Move with your own breath. Inhale, peel the left arm up. Stay for the exhale. And then plant the left hand down. Inhale, peel the right arm up. Bend the left knee. Stay for the exhale. And lower the right hand down. Bend your knees, tuck your chin to your chest. Let your head stay heavy as you inhale, slowly roll up. Step the feet all the way together. Press them down into the earth. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. And hands down by your sides. Lift the toes up, spread them out a little bit and press them back down. Press all four corners of the feet down, lift the quads up, grow a little taller, grow a little softer. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive, lengthen forward. Once you're completely empty, inhale to lift up halfway and see how much air you can take, how much length you can find in your spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. And slowly lower, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, come up, baby cobra. Press the feet down to lift the heart up. Soften through the shoulders. Exhale, lower back down. Press back through child's pose. Curl the toes. Press into the hands. Lift up, downward facing dog. Getting right into stillness here if you can. If you're feeling pretty stiff and you want to pedal it out a little bit, go right ahead. Let your head be heavy. Let your breath be deep. Let your mind be still. Slowly walk your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale to lift up halfway. Take your time. Exhale, fold. Come up any way you like. Press into the feet. Maybe you find a backward bend at the top. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands down by your sides. Press into the feet. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive, hinge at the hips. Belly in and up out of the way. Empty all the air. Inhale, shine the heart forward. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, step back to plank. And lower down, knees, chest, chin. Baby cobra. Hold on to that inhale. Open the heart a little more. Exhale, soften and lower down. Press back to child's pose. Curl the toes, lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Settle in here for a couple breaths. See if you can hold on to each breath just a little bit longer. See if you can take that inhale all the way to your toes. See if you can find something new to soften on the exhale. So from here, we're going to come into side planks. We're going to roll the outside edge of the left foot, stack the right foot on top, peel the right arm up. Lift the hips a little higher. You can keep the right arm reaching straight up towards the sky or reach it up alongside the ear to lengthen the right side a little bit more. Find your breath. Find the strength in that left arm as the fingers and knuckles press down to lift your hips up. Come back to plank and lift up, downward facing dog. Hold on to this breath. Roll to the outside of the right foot, stack the left foot. So just coming into it from down dog, we'll keep your hips just a little bit higher. Keep reaching the left hand up or reach it up alongside the ear. Root down into the right hand to lift up through the hips. Slowly come back to plank and lower through chaturanga, meeting back in downward facing dog. Shift your gaze up between the hands, bend your knees and walk or hop to the top. Inhale, lift up halfway and exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, press into the feet, come all the way up. Find a little backward bend. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands down by your sides. Step your feet together. Bend your knees enough to sweep the floor. And then reach your arms forward and up and sink into that chair a little deeper. Pull the belly in. Draw the upper body back. Maybe you bring those hands together. Soften the shoulders down so your chin is parallel to the ground. Unless you're looking up a little bit, you can do that. But look forward or up. See if you can find that internal rotation of the thighs. See if you can lower the booty a little bit. Pull the belly in a little more and reach up out of the waist just a little bit more. Bring your hands to your heart and turn and twist to the right. Just a gentle twist. But keep sinking into the booty here, bending the knees a little more. Pull the belly in out of the way and soften anywhere you can. Slowly start to curl the left heel in towards the glute. Slowly extend the left foot back, slow motion, step back to crescent lunge, keep your twist. Just a gentle twist. Press the right knee forward a little more. And instead of finding that leverage point, just soften here, lengthen and soften. Lower the left knee all the way down to the ground. Untuck the back toes. Keep that soft twist. Just press the right knee forward, lengthen through the crown, and soften. Now, just like reverse crescent, we'll bring the right hand to the left thigh and reach the left hand up. Keep pressing the right knee forward. Lower the hands down. Curl the left toes under. Shoot the right foot up. Three-legged dog. Bend the knee. Open the hips. Let your head stay heavy. Let this inhale be the invitation to go a little deeper. And let this exhale help you let something go. Come back downward facing dog. Sink into the heels. Soften the fronts of the ankles. Shift your gaze up between your hands. Bend your knees and walk or hop to the top. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, fold. Press into the feet. Inhale, rise up. Lift the heart. Find a little backward bend. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands down by your sides. Feet are together. Knees don't move. Keep them stacked over the ankles. And just lower your booty behind you enough to sweep the floor. Reach your arms forward and then up. And then sink in a little bit. Pull the belly in. Soften your face. Soften your mind. Soften your gaze. Steady your breath. Bring your hands to your heart. Turn and twist to the left. Keep your knees in line. Lower the booty a little bit. Again, we're not really using leverage yet. We're just kind of letting the pose help us to soften, using the breath to help us soften. So inhale, length, finding some tension. Exhale, softening, letting it go. Slowly curl that right heel in towards the glute. Slow motion, step it back, crescent lunge with the twist. Press the left knee forward, lengthen through the crown, and soften some more. Pull the belly in out of the way. Slowly lower the right knee down. Keep your twist, untuck the back toes. See if there's any more space to soften into. Now, like reverse crescent, left hand, right thigh, right hand reaches up, left knee presses forward. Lower your hands down, curl the right toes, shoot the left foot up. Three-legged dog, bend the knee, open the hips, relax your head, your neck, your face, and twist. And slowly come back downward facing dog. And take the deepest, slowest inhale all the way down into your toes. Exhale, soften through the tongue, the eyes, the jaw. Shift your gaze up between your hands. Bend your knees after you empty all the air. Hop it up. Inhale, lift up halfway. Lengthen just a little bit more. And exhale, fold. Empty all the way. Draw the belly in and up a little more. Press into the feet. Inhale, rise up. Find a little backward bend. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands down by your sides. Lift your right foot up into tree pose, maybe helping it up high into the thigh. Root down into the left foot, grow a little taller. Bring your hands to your heart. Get your hips the same height, and then scoop them forward just a little bit, letting that knee fall back. You can keep your hands right here at your heart.
Or you can reach your arms up out of the waist, growing branches here, maybe swaying in the wind a little bit. All right, hug that right knee in and up, nice and tight. Peel the right arm back, let the gaze follow. Find a little twist, see what you can soften. Slowly step it back to reverse crescent. So bend the left knee, switch the arms. Bring the left hand to the right thigh. Press the left knee forward, reach the right hand up. Now cartwheel the right hand down inside the left foot. Come up on the back toes and gaze up at the left hand. Peel that left shoulder back to open the heart up towards the sky. Soften the shoulders out of your ears. Roll to the outside of the right foot. Sweep the left foot back, side plank. Lift the hips a little higher. Bring the left arm up alongside the ear. Step the left foot behind you. Flip it over. Relax your head and your neck. Let something go. Slowly come back to plank and lower through chaturanga. Meeting back in downward facing dog. Settle in here. See if you can inhale for 5 counts. See what you can soften on the exhale, making it last just as long. Shift your gaze up between your hands. Bend your knees after you empty all the air. Walk or hop it up. Inhale, lifts you up halfway. Finds a little more length in your spine. Exhale, soften. Press into the feet. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands down by your sides. Lift your left foot up into tree pose. Rooting down into the right foot. Grow a little taller. Bring your hands to your heart. Or check the level of your hips first and scoop them forward. Let the left knee fall back. Feel the heart lifting and the shoulders softening. Find your breath. Maybe you want to reach up out of the waist, growing branches or swaying in the wind a little bit. Slowly hug the left knee in and up. Keep pressing down through the right foot. Peel the left arm back, let the gaze follow. Find that little twist. Step it back like crescent lunge, but then switch the arms. So the right hand finds the left thigh. Right knee presses forward, left hand reaches up. Cartwheel the left hand down. Reach the right hand up, gaze up at it as you twist the heart open. Find your breath. Roll to the outside of the left foot, sweep the right foot back, side plank. Right arm up alongside the ear to lengthen, then step the right foot back, flip it over. Lift the hips, let something go. Slowly come back to plank and lower through chaturanga. Or just meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right foot up high. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through, warrior 2. All right, press the right knee forward, find a little more length. And now we're gonna keep the arms parallel to the ground and rotate them to the right like a clock, clockwise, keeping them just like they are. And now come up on the back toes. Come into crescent lunge, reverse crescent. Right hand finds left thigh. Right knee bends a little more. Plant the left hand down inside the foot. Press the right knee forward. Peel the right shoulder back. Soften the shoulders out of the ears. Slowly lower the left knee down and come up like reverse crescent again. Right hand, left thigh. Lower the hands down to the foot. Shoot the left foot all the way up to standing splits. And then slowly come to standing. Bring the left knee with you. And then cross the left ankle over the right knee. Bring the hands to the heart and sink in. Keep drawing the upper body back. Or maybe you want to hinge at the hips and reach your fingers towards the ground. Soften through your jaw, your eyes, your mind.
And see what you can let go of here. Slowly come back up. Step the left foot down to meet the right. Keep the knees right where they are. Lower the booty back behind you and up to sweep the floor. Reach the arms forward and up. Sink into that chair. Bring the hands to the heart. Turn and twist to the right. Now we'll use a little leverage to start to twist the spine open. Lower the booty, pull the belly in. Lengthen where you can on the inhale. Soften where you can on the exhale. Slowly curl the left heel in towards the glutes. Slow motion, step it back to crescent lunge. Sink into your twist. And then open the arms up. Press the right knee forward more. Draw the right shoulder back, trying to stack the shoulders. Soften the neck, the face. Come all the way up to reverse crescent. Right hand finds left thigh, right knee bends a little more. Cartwheel hands down, shoot the right foot up and back, three-legged dog. And then set the right foot down to meet the left and settle into downward facing dog for the deepest, slowest breath. Inhale all the way down into the toes. Exhale, soften through the ears, the armpits, the toes. One more breath. Inhale, lifts the left foot high. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through, warrior two. Sink in. Press the feet down, lift the heart up. Now again, just like a clock, the arms rotate to the left. Come up on the back toes, find that reverse crescent. Left hand, right thigh, right hand reaches up, bend the left knee. Cartwheel the right hand down. Gaze up at the left hand. Roll the heart up towards the sky, soften the shoulders. Lower the right knee, lift the upper body, left hand, right thigh. Right hand reaches up. Lower your hands down to frame the foot, curl the right toes under, shoot the right foot up to standing splits. Slowly come to standing, bring the right knee with you. And then cross the right ankle over the left knee and bring your hands to your heart and sink in. Use your breath to stay focused. Using every breath as an opportunity to go a little bit deeper and to let go a little bit more. Maybe you're starting to fold forward, reaching the fingers down towards the earth. Slowly come back up. Set the right foot down to meet the left. Knees don't move, booty lowers back, sweep the floor. Reach forward and up, sink into your chair. Sink in just a little bit more, reach up out of the waist. Keep the heart lifted as you bring your hands to your heart and turn and twist to the left. Start to use a little leverage and twist your spine open. Creating a little more space to soften into, lower the booty a little bit. Slowly curl the right heel in towards the glute. Slow motion, step it back. Crescent lunge, twist, press the left knee open, open the arms up. Find your breath. Slowly come up to reverse it. Left hand finds right thigh, left knee bends a little more. And cartwheel the hands down, shoot the left foot high like three-legged dog. And set the left foot down to meet the right. Settle into your downward facing dog. Now we'll come down into a child's pose, letting your forehead rest. If you'd rather stay in downward facing dog, that's fine too. Inhale all the way down into your toes. See if you can find some tension somewhere along the way. And use your exhale as an outlet to let it go.
Slowly come back up, downward facing dog. Press down into your hands, lift those sit bones up and back, find a little more length in your spine. And then the exhale, let the heart melt down towards the knees just a little bit.
Inhale, lift the right foot up high. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through, warrior two.
Sink in here, find a little more space. Turn the palms to face up and soften the shoulders down out of the ears. Keep the shoulders soft as you turn the palms back over. Squeeze the fingers together and find a little more length. Now reach the right hand forward. Bring the right elbow to the right knee and lengthen through the whole left side. Extended side angle. Scoop the hips forward. Press that knee back and roll the heart up towards the sky. Reach through the fingers. Soften where you can. So feel those hips scooping towards the long edge. Feel the heart rolling up towards the sky. Bend into the right knee just a little more and reach through the fingers. Now we're going to slowly come up to reverse triangle, meaning as we come up, the right leg straightens, the right hand reaches up, and then we'll come into triangle pose. So shift the hips back, reach the arms forward, and come into triangle pose. If you need to step the left foot in a little bit, you can. Gaze up at the left hand once you set it up. Press the feet down. Gently lift the quads up. Use your inhale to see what you can lengthen. Use your exhale to see what you can soften. See if you can use a little leverage to roll the heart up towards the sky. Draw the shoulders out of the ears. One more chance. One more inhale. Go a little bit deeper. One more exhale. Let something go. Reverse triangle so the legs stay straight. Press into the feet. Right hand reaches up. Cartwheel the left hand down inside the right foot. Come up on the back toes. Roll the heart up towards the sky. Reach the right arm up alongside the ear. Roll to the outside of the left foot. Sweep the right foot back. Lift the hips. Step the right foot back. Flip it over. Open the heart and let something go. Come back to plank. Optional vinyasa. Meet back in downward facing dog. For one really deep, slow breath. Inhale, left foot reaches up high. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through, warrior two. Open it up. To soften the shoulders, we'll turn the palms up. Keep that softness as you turn the palms back over. Reach the left hand forward, bring the left elbow to the left knee for extended side angle. Scoop the hips towards the long edge. Reach through the fingertips, soften the shoulders out of the ears. Use a little leverage to roll the heart up towards the sky. One more chance. On the inhale, reverse triangle. So the legs straighten as we come up, left hand reaches up. Then we find triangle pose, hips reaching back, arms reaching forward. Maybe the left hand comes all the way to the ground. Maybe it stays up on the shin. Roll that right shoulder back. Peel the heart open. Gazing up at the right hand. If you can, reach the right hand up a little more and see what you can soften here. Inhale, reverse it. Leg stays straight. Left hand reaches up. Cartwheel right hand down inside the foot. Come up on the back toes. Peel the left arm up. Bring the left arm up alongside the ear. Roll to the outside of the right foot. Sweep the left foot back. Step the left foot behind you. Flip it over. Come back to plank. Optional vinyasa. Meeting back in downward facing dog. One more breath here.
Now slowly roll it forward into plank. And we're going to find our strength here. We're going to hold our plank pose, building some core. Make sure your shoulders are stacked right over your elbows, right over your wrists. Make sure the back of your neck is long but soft. Soften anywhere you can. Notice how finding that strength and really pressing into the hands, shining the heart forward, finding that external rotation of the upper arms actually makes this pose easier and helps you to soften all the unnecessary parts of you that are tensing up, the face, the eyes, the mind. Stay with this breath. Use this inhale as an opportunity to stay present, to go a little deeper, to check in with the body, locating any tension. Then use the exhale as the outlet to let it go. All right, step the feet back, lowering down to forearm plank. And again, we'll hold, building some core here. Lengthening from the crown all the way to the heels, softening anywhere you can, probably shaking. Lower the belly down, untuck the toes, soften the backside. Okay, make sure your elbows are tucked right underneath your shoulders. Your hands are directly out in front of your elbows. Shake the hips a little bit to soften. Now start to use your hands and forearms to peel the heart forward. Imagine you're trying to pull the belly button forward and then the heart, and you're trying to blossom the heart open as the shoulders roll back. You're looking forward and your chin is parallel to the ground and you're soft. Backside is soft, face is soft. Slowly turn to gaze over the right shoulder and beyond. Keep that engagement of your hands and your forearms. Keep pulling the belly button and heart forward. Keep softening through the face and the shoulders. Gaze back at the feet and even beyond if you can. Take the deepest, slowest breath here. Creating a little more space and seeing if you can focus and soften into it. Move really slowly as you come back to center. Re-engage to pull the belly button and heart forward. Soften and gaze over the left shoulder and beyond. Keep that engagement, pulling things forward. Keep that focus to keep softening. Notice your body's tendency to want to tense up through the glutes, the shoulders, the face. Use your breath to let go. Softening into this space we're creating here. Slowly gaze back to the front. Walk your hands back just a little bit and slowly come up, maybe starting to straighten the arms. Notice the tendency to tighten through the glutes and see if you can keep softening. If you have the space, go ahead and look up and reach up through the chin and slowly lower back down. Bring your forehead to the ground, bend your knees, grab your ankles from the outside. Try to bring your knees together to start if you can, and then kick up into your hands, lifting your heart up off the ground, maybe starting to look up just a little bit, but not creating any tension in the neck or the face. We're trying to keep the hips in line with the feet. We're trying to keep the knees in line with the feet and the hips instead of splaying out. Kick up into your hands one more time, maybe coming up so just your hip bones are on the ground. And release. Bring your right ear to the mat. Let your palms face up, hands by your sides. Now slowly bring your hands under your shoulders and come up to your hands and your knees. And cross your right knee in front of your left knee. See if you can walk your feet out to the sides a little bit, and then slowly come up onto your knees. Bring your hands to your hips, scoop the hips forward a little bit, lift up through the heart, soften through the face and shoulders. Try to root down into both knees and both shins, even if it's just energetically. You can stay right here if this already feels like enough, where you can reach the arms up overhead
Interlace the fingers, turn the palms to face up and drop your arms over to the left. Keep rooting down into both knees and shins evenly. Soften anywhere you can. Stay with this breath. Inhale back to center, find a little more length. Exhale, drop it over to the right. Soften. Slowly come back up, lower your hands down. Now we're going to try to sit back, stacking the knees here, sitting the butt back between the heels, maybe needing to move that left foot out of the way if you're stepping on the heel. Chevy's like, who the heck are you talking to? All right, see what you can soften here. Use your breath. Use your focus. Instead of shying away from this intense sensation, see if you can just allow it to be what it is and soften. See if you can feel that softening as permission for this tension to leave your body. One more chance. And release. We're going to unwind a little bit, cross the ankles, plant the hands, and either just slowly step back to downward facing dog, or you can hop it back, chaturanga, meeting back in downward facing dog. And then slowly lower down to the knees and cross the left knee in front of the right. Walk the feet out to the sides and lift up onto the knees. Bringing the hands to the hips, trying to level the hips, scoop them forward. Root down into the knees and the shins, lift up through the heart and soften. Maybe the arms come up and you interlace the fingers and turn the palms to face up and drop it over to the right. Notice your tendency to shy away from the tension by letting one knee or shin lift up a little bit. Root down into both. Come back to center and drop it to the left. Slowly come back up, lower the hands down, and lower the booty down back behind you, moving that right heel out of the way if you need to, and trying not to fall down the hill. You can give yourself a little foot massage here if you like, massaging the inner arches here. Maybe that will help you to soften that tension in the hips, that tension in the face. One more chance. Unwind a little bit, cross the ankles, plant the hands, slowly make your way back down dog. Optional vinyasa on the way. See if you can inhale for 7 counts all the way down into your toes. See if you can make the exhale just as long as you soften through the shoulders, the face, melt the heart towards the knees, and slowly lower the knees down. See if you can keep them together as you come back into child's pose. If you need to spread your knees to get your forehead to the ground, do that. Reach your arms back by your sides with your palms facing up and let your shoulders round down towards the mat. Slowly come up and sit onto your left hip. Straighten your right leg out. Find that 90 degrees here. Kick through the right heel. Lift it up off the ground. Draw the toes back towards the face. Now reach the arms up, up, up. Turn the body to face the right leg. Root down into the left knee and the left sit bone as you lengthen out. Grab what you can. And again, lengthen through the crown, lift through the heart, and then pull the heart towards the foot. Soften the shoulders down the back. Try to keep them level. Soften the jaw, the eyes. See if you can inhale for 7 counts all the way down into the toes, checking in to find any tension along the way.
And then using that exhale to let it go, to soften. One more chance. Let the head hang heavy for this last breath and see if you can soften in any more. And slowly come back up and switch. Straighten the left leg out. Bring the right foot in, find your 90. Kick through the left heel, lift it up, reach the arms up. Turn to face that leg, lengthen out. Grab what you can and then lift the heart. Soften the shoulders, soften the face, pull the heart towards the foot. One more chance. Let your head hang. And slowly come back up. Bring both your feet flat on the ground, hip width distance apart. Reach your hands forward. And then lift your feet up into boat pose. Maybe straightening the arms and the legs. Kick out through the balls of the feet. Slowly lengthen to a hover. Keep looking down at the feet. Keep squeezing the legs together. Keep kicking up through the heels. And release. Hug your knees into your chest. And we're going to roll back into a plow pose. See if you can get the toes to touch the ground behind your head. See what you can soften here. Use your breath. Stay with it. Notice the tendency when you come towards the end of practice to start thinking about what's after yoga or what's for lunch, and see if you can stay right here and go a little deeper on this inhale and not miss one opportunity to let something go on the exhale. Bring your hands to your low back, straighten your legs up, shoulders stand. See if you can get your hips a little higher by walking the hands up the back a little bit. Soften through your face, your neck, your eyes. And slowly lower back into that plow pose and soften just a little bit more. Lower your hands down, use them as the brakes, slowly, slowly lower down. Once your booty touches the ground, keep your legs reaching up towards the sky. Flex your feet, so kick out through the heels, draw the toes towards the face. We'll take 20 seconds to lower the legs down. If you have a tricky low back, you can slide your hands under your booty. Tuck your chin a little bit, soften where you can. Keep kicking through the heels. We got 10 more seconds. Squeeze the legs together, hugging everything into center. And release. Bring your feet flat on the ground, as wide as your mat. Bring your arms out to the side like cactus, and let your knees drop to the right, and we'll start to windshield wiper the knees back and forth. Take your time, move with your own breath. Maybe you move on every inhale, or maybe you move on every breath. See what feels good. Checking in with your body.
Once you feel evened out, come back to center and hug your knees into your chest. Okay, release your arms, cactus them. Cross the right knee over the left. Shift your hips to the right and lower the knees to the left. Try to get your hips stacked here. So look down, maybe draw the left hip back a little more. Maybe your right toes wrap around that calf. Gaze out over the right hand and soften. Notice the tendency on the inhale to bring some of that tension back. And instead of waiting for the exhale to let it go, see if you can soften even as you draw that breath in. One more chance. Slowly come back to center and hug your knees into your chest. Release the arms to cactus, cross the left knee over, shift the hips to the left and lower your knees. Try to stack the hips. Maybe the toes wrap around, gaze out over the left hand and soften. Even on the inhale, soften the shoulders, the jaw, the eyes. And imagine there's just a little bit of stuff left to let go of. You have a couple more breaths to let it go. One more chance. Slowly release, hug your knees into your chest. Let your legs go long. Spread your feet as wide as your mat. Let your toes fall open. Tuck your chin just a little bit. See if you can soften any more. Letting go of your practice. Letting go of your to-do list for a few more minutes. Really just letting your body rest in this space that you've created. Settling into this peace for just a few more minutes. You just did the work to clear out your energy field so that you could deeply relax. So that you could get a little bit of a break from all of the madness and all of the heaviness. So don't miss this. You worked hard for it. See if you can soften all the way down to your toes. Soften your ankles. Soften your calves and your knees. See if you can feel the healing. Just using your awareness and your breath can bring, just by letting go. Slowly, softly, let your mouth start to open as you draw in a deeper breath through the nose. Slowly start to bring a tiny bit of movement into your fingers and your toes. And imagine that this practice has prepared you to let every breath for the rest of this day be an invitation to go a little deeper and to stay right here in the body, in this moment. And don't miss one chance to let every single exhale help you to soften and let go. Roll over onto either side when you feel ready. And slowly peel yourself back up to a seat. Find a nice tall spine. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, draw the hands down to the heart and let your head bow to your heart. Lift the thumbs to that space above the eyebrows and take a moment to thank yourself for showing up. The light in me honors and sees the light in you. When we are in that place, we are one. Namaste.